Hello, beautiful souls. Good morning or good night, whichever time it is for you guys. I am just out here, outside at nighttime, and I just got a quick message for you guys. Fall in love with many things as you can. I'm talking about true, genuine love because love is the highest frequency. Love has the power to heal, to not only to heal yourself, to heal diseases, to heal just confirmation. And I got to thinking about like AI, how they make AI today, and speaking on a particular commercial that I ran across on. It was an ad for a robot dog. And I don't know about you guys, but that blew my mind. Like, literally blew my mind. I thought, okay, yeah, maybe it's a good idea, somebody, if maybe you're trying to have training for your child being responsible for a dog. But I thought to myself, it's crazy. It brings me the movie of, just like I saw another movie with, I don't know her name, but she played a robot, and the guy who, like a nanny robot, and the guy had like an affair with her and had intercourse with her. And you see the agenda that's being pushed, because AI, I don't care what, they can't clone love. You just can't. Now they make fake voices, robotic voices. It just doesn't sound natural no matter how much they try. And I got to thinking, they want to take away love. I'm thinking of the movie Demolition Man. I don't know if you've ever seen it, with Sylvester Stallone and Sandra Bullock. And one part of the scene where they had sexual intercourse, but they wasn't actually having it. They were like in this, I don't know what it was. They were like sitting in front of each other, where Sylvester Stallone was like, "What is this?" And that's how you have sex in Demolition Man. I think a Total Recall. They want to remove love, because love is the highest power. I think about, speaking of the, Spirit always shows me movies. Speaking of the movie Ghostbusters, too, where all the slime, I keep hearing Spirit say slime, all the slime that was in New York City, and how it was making everybody angry. But then in the end, they had to save the woman and her baby, Oscar. The Ghostbusters did, and they took the Statue of Liberty, and they put on that music. Your love is lifting me higher. And they had everybody singing, and it was able to crack that evil shell of pure evilness, to fall in love, to actually love yourself. I'm not talking about lust. I'm not talking about obsession. I'm not, and none of that. That's not love. I'm talking about genuine love. To fall in love with, the people that you're around, you're, reading books, going outside, genuinely fall in love. What makes you happy? And I'm telling you, it's going to break down the evilness. It's going to overpower it. So they want to stop, love from going on, like bringing in these robots. A robot is not going to love you back. And that's the message that I got real strong from Spirit, but you got to start to love yourself, because if you love yourself, you're going to put out love. I remember a time when I was unhealed, and, and I think about, I spent so much time when I wasn't unhealed. I was afraid and fear. I was sad. I was depressed. I was stuck in addiction. I'm not saying I'm 100% healed, because the healing doesn't stop, just like the ascension doesn't stop, okay? But just fall in love, and what makes your ancestors happy and proud is when you do that, when you set boundaries, and you remove yourself from drama and those type of things, just removing yourself, because the more you love, you're setting your ancestors free. It's help healing them, because they're connected to the bloodline. Speaking of love, let's talk about your soulmates. Everybody's got soulmates out there. Maybe more than, maybe 100%. You might have one. You might have 10, you might have 20. Soulmates can come in any type of relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be a lover. It could be a best friend, one of your children, your mother, your father. However it goes, is that soulmates are going to come together, and they're literally trying to stop. Maybe I'm getting from spirit, maybe you've come across your soulmate, not meaning you may communicate with them. Maybe I'm hearing the word find me. Okay, I was led to watch the movie Charlie St. Cloud. I don't know if you ever watched that movie before, but it's a really good movie. And it was a guy who lost his brother, and after he lost his brother, he was stuck in the spirit world, seeing his brother as a spirit, then in reality. And he had a soulmate that was like a sailor who helped Charlie actually how to heal. He was a sailor, and he was trying to find out, why did God save him from the car crash? What was his purpose? And his purpose was standing in front of him. He was supposed to go sail across the world with his soulmate, which was end up being one of his classmates, about being on a boat and sailing the world. Your love alone in the frequency, you help heal other people. When you come in the room and you had that vibration of love, it lifts, it stretches out, and it makes everybody else feel better. You know how you can walk in a room and that energy raises up, people are just so excited to see you, but it also draws hate too, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm hearing find me, soulmates. I also was led to watch the movie Pearl Harbor last night, and one of the parts the couple was sitting at was called the Black Cat Diner. Then spirit takes me back to Vanilla Sky, where one of the characters says, I guess I'll see you in the next lifetime as a black cat. And I'm hearing find me, that I'm going to find you. There's somebody, you had a soulmate that you were so in love with in a past life, and you both promised each other you were going to find each other. There's something about how both of you maybe had different backgrounds, as in friends, jobs, bank accounts, meaning like one may be rich, one may be poor, one comes from this set of life, two like opposites attract. But you guys have had a past life where you guys were so deeply in love, and this is the lifetime. This is a lifetime where you guys both got it right, and you guys have found each other. If you haven't found each other, somebody knows, or somebody's got their eye on you. Come find me. I found you. I promise I'm going to find you. You guys were destined to be together. This is more than just one story. Several stories of soulmates coming together. And of course, what does the Matrix want to do? They want to block it. They want to stop it. But people don't realize that when these soulmates come together, that it actually benefits for everybody else, but they're too blind to see. That this is destiny. You cannot stop destiny. All you could do is slow it down, but you cannot stop it. But you guys both had to really cut off people. You had to work on loving yourself. You maybe had to cut some addictions. You had to cut, whatever ties, whatever karmic ties. I just heard be patient. That love is actually, I'm seeing like the in my head right now, spirit showing me like the universe, the world, the globe, right? And there's like like some kind of like lines going around, like a frequency, help healing it rotate more, more sunny days, the birds chirping, just it helps heal other people, and it's also going to help your bloodline. I'm also hearing chosen babies coming through, spirit babies that are literally waiting, that have been waiting for a long time, and my nose just started tingling on that. Somebody said, some soulmates, you are going to have a miracle baby. A miracle baby. You would never thought in a million years. And this also too comes out in a lot of readings. I've been saying this, I've been picking up on miracle baby, something about twins, I think 2 years ago. Twins. And another thing too, my granddaughter, she'll constantly say to me, you're having a baby. Not talking about me having a baby, but she's been saying it. Or I'm pregnant, because your children be tapped in. I'm telling you, listen to what your children are saying when they're just talking. Listen to them, because they're giving downloads as well. To be patient. That You deserve this. You deserve this love. Somebody feels like, I don't know if they're afraid or if they don't deserve, or they're thinking like me, I don't deserve this, what I did. Yes, you deserve it. God says you deserve this. And what God said, God goes. And 1018, 1019, 911, I've been seeing 911 like crazy. Of course, they're still doing the same. A big download I got across in my dreams was food. My dad came to me in my dream and he showed me a plate of food. It was fried chicken, corn, potato salad, and biscuits. And as I had the plate in front of me, I was mixing it, moving around, and there was something in the middle of the food. This is for somebody. Somebody has been putting something in the food, and I've said this in my previous videos about the cleaning supplies, but something about putting something in the food, and it also goes attached that you're going to find somebody inappropriately touched you, or you was drugged, somebody inappropriately touched you. And another thing too I wanted to talk about when it comes to inappropriately touching, or let me think of the word I could say, touchulation, that is not your shame to carry. If you've been touchulated, and you know what I mean, that is not your shame to carry. Okay, a lot of us who have been in that situation in the past, you carry that shame and that guilt when, even though somebody else did it, that's how somebody gets power over you. That is not your shame to carry. You need to let that truth out. You need to forgive that person. Not saying forgive that person to be around that person. Remember, hate the spirit, not the person. Okay, hate the spirit, not the person, because that person is an empty vessel, and vengeance is God's. Let God deal with the justice. Let the universe take care of it. And it's something I told my daughter earlier today. I said, when you have strong faith in the universe taking justice, I promise you, when your faith is so strong on that. And we were talking about this similar case about touchulation. How in a situation somebody didn't get maybe the justice that they wanted for something that somebody did. I said, trust me, let the universe take care of it, because the universe will. And you remember, when you go to cross over on your judgment day, you don't take nothing with you. You don't take all the people you gathered up to go against people. You don't take none of that. You don't take your bank account with you. You don't take your clothes with you. And you're basically going to get a review of everything you've done. And when you go cross over, you go back to your higher self. And you're going to see all those things that you did. Okay? You're not going to talk about people and be like, dang, man, that person just passed away, man, rest in peace. They sure did have a fat bank account. Dang, man, rest in peace to that person. They sure did dress sharp. No. Leave a legacy behind of, man, rest in peace to that person. Man, that person was, man, we go over there and she'd be just so happy, or he'd be so happy, and he looked out for everybody, man. He was just the kindest person. He took care of the kids. He took care of his family. Not, oh, dang, that person sure did gospel. Nobody, that's not a legacy to leave behind. Somebody, about how you made people feel, how you were good to people. There's something about your legacy is going to carry on. Your ancestors are so proud of you. Okay, don't let the devil come in, because I'm telling you, the devil is very strong. And I'm going to be the honest truth. About a week or two ago, the devil made me actually believe that God was angry at me for something, that he was really pissed off at me. That's how, when you get close to your breakthrough, that's how hard the devil's going to come in. And I literally, God had to give me a strong confirmation. Hey, I love you. I love you. I am so proud of you. Don't let the devil get in your head, because God is so proud of you. Okay, you may think you haven't done much, but you have. You came a long way. Every little step helps, even the tiniest step, because it's a slow process. It's very slow. And I talk about these things a lot, and sometimes I think, oh, dang spirit, I keep on repeating some of the things. Spirit says repeat it. Repeat it because somebody needs to hear it over and over and over again. Okay, don't get fooled by the devil because he'll come in with the sharpest outfit, smelling real good, talk real nice. Don't get fooled. Don't get fooled. Don't judge a book by its cover either. Do not judge a book by its cover. That's one thing we do in society. We judge people by what they look like, or, you know, even I've done it in the past. You know, I'm trying to get away from that to really look at, you know, my thing is now I'm looking at energy. If your energy's off, something's off, nope, not down with it. You know, because you got to stay guarded up, because I'm telling you, because people really want to come in, they want to hate, and they want to destroy. You know, pray for that person. Pray for that soul, you know, that they get set free. You know, that they get deliverance from whatever demonic hold is on them. You know, don't go out for revenge. Let the universe, let God handle it, because I promise you, he's going to handle it. You just focus on him, focus on you, and just fall in love with many things as you can. I promise you, love is the highest frequency. They can't make love. They can't clone love. I'm sorry, they cannot. They may think they can, but they can't clone it. They can't. They can't clone it. They cannot. I promise you. And that's all I want to come out here and talk about. I love you guys so much. I know it was a quick message. I know I haven't been coming on as much, you guys, but I'm really trying to work on myself. You know, when I be in my head, you know, hanging out, talking to my spirit team, doing my prayer, you know, I'm not on here. I want to get the message out. I feel that spirit leads me to, but I'm really, it's a slow process, you guys, that I'm really trying to, you know, work on myself and be a better person, you know. And I love you guys. Okay, the wind's starting to pick up because spirit's really hearing me. So 333, baby, all journey long. Mwah. I'm out. I love you guys. Bye.